Hello. Hello. All right. We are playing Final Fantasy XIV, and we are going to continue Hildibrand. Yes, Hildibrand. First one. And yes, I have Motion Plus on. Yes, you get to see my fingers. And my other hand somehow. I'm pointing, but it's not. Hmm. Ooh. And we're off. Oh.
Rod Wilkerson. Hi friend.
Hello, how are you?
Rod Wilkerson. This Catalina Hart.
Oh, hello. How are you doing? I like to live stream.
Rod Wilkerson. Great you friend.
Yes.
Rod Wilkerson. Just follow your channel.
Nice, I just invited some people. Thank you.
Rod Wilkerson. Hit me up anytime and come visit me anytime.
Sure, I would love to.
Rod Wilkerson. Keep it up, good work.
Thank you. I forgot to check this.
Rod Wilkerson. I'm at Leviathan server.
Oh, Leviathan. All right.
Rod Wilkerson. See you around, friend.
See you around. I never tried traveling lately. Maybe I will later. Maybe to the Leviathan. Let's see, New Game Plus. All right. We're continuing Hildibrand. Hildy! We might be able to meet Hildy's mom. Let's see. Oh, is it just me? Or is it Mr. Ultros a bit lumpier than he was before? Why'd I kill them to station me a few yams closer to the action? God's forbid I actually get to enjoy the tourney after all my hard work. Oh, yes.
First presentation yet, I'm just trying looking after for that tournament. Maybe I'll food me all for this. But that's going to turn to a Spurs in it, buddy. just all gonna thank you, isn't it, buddy?
Punga! Ah, Mr. Ultros, just the octopus we were looking for. I was hoping that you might enlighten us to ya gods. Who gave you those ghastly bruises?
For yes, I hear this all. Now get lost, I'm a busy octopus.
Punga? Ouch! You have my sympathies, good sir. It is challenging enough to coordinate your limbs, let alone 8. Is there someone inside your office?
No, it doesn't get all like that. I'm simply a small little pixie piece. Piece like yourself. No, don't have a vertical fight. Fun!
Gah! Inspector, I think someone's alive in there.
That's what sounds like talking to me such as schoolgirls. Yes, God, smoking is a reception is fine.
Battered, bruised, bested by vermin, and still able to fly joy and fulfillment in your work. I say, Mr. Ultros, your passion for your chosen profession is truly an inspiration for us all. Listen to Mr. Ultro, truly an inspiring, I say. He's looking more appetizing by the minute. Mr. Ultros is truly a man after my own heart, a gentleman among octopodes. Well, has your investigation borne any fruit? I see. Amelia seek to win the Tawny to claim a fortune and raise her and her sister out of poverty. Furthermore, she has implied that she has taken the necessary precautions to ensure that her victory is all but certain. While trailing her narrowly evaded a series of dastardly obstacles, and upon your return, the strange octopus appears considerably worse for the wear. The evidence points in one direction. The Alamegan girl and Ultros are plotting together to claim the Mithril Cup in its lucrative prize. It is not as preposterous as it sounds. I have done some research on our eight-legged friend. It would appear that Ultros has become something of a regular at Ulda's tavern in houses of pleasure. I suspect that he is using his inside knowledge of the workers of the Colosseum to identify and eliminate potential threats, thereby ensuring victory for Evil and earning himself a healthy commission. There are also the matter of the Tempest Blade. There is rumored to be a source of the Alamigan's girl's strength. This remains a mystery, which means that I fear your life is still in danger, lady. One of the guards informed me that several crates of refuse from the Colosseum reception room was hastily discarded in Pearl Lane not bells ago. It is a stab in the dark, but the content may yet provide some answers. I would ask you to bring them to me. Who is on? Now back. Well, let me see. What have you found? 3 crates. Now, what have we here? Yes, a spectacular assortment of innards and entrails. And what's this? A sack, even more foul-smelling than the gore it was lying in, if that can be believed. And look here, something appears to be written on the side. Syntagot Sundries. It would seem this merchant has been dealing with that squishy mass of tentacles. Let us pay a visit to the man and have him enlighten us to the exact nature of their partnership. Gee, I wonder who gave him the beating. Ultros. Couldn't be. Welcome, welcome. That might a discerning lady like yourself be looking for today. I am sorry, madam, but if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No exchanges, replacements, or refunds. I stand by the quality of my wares, and I expect my customers to do the same. Wait. Now, did Ultra send you? I'd be asking the questions here. What exactly do you sell to the ungodly creature? Why, an entire sack full of gold truffles. Can you believe it? What with the impressive prat of that and distinctive aroma, they're only for the most discerning of customers, which Mr. Ultras clearly is, and as he just placed another order today. Could these truffles somehow be connected? No, I shall stop myself before I start sounding like. Did you find anything, Inspector? Good God, what is this dreadful smell? Ah, Miss Ellie, I would have expected a cultured young woman like yourself to be more educated in the Epicurean arts. This is the most distinct and delightful aroma of the gold truffle. I had quite a taste, to be sure, but one that has won the heart of many an Ulda gourmet. I particularly enjoy them slow roasted, as my dear mother makes them. Roasted, you say? Why, my mouth's watering just thinking about it. Might I be so bold as to ask the recipe? It appears the productive importance of the convenience of his comes to an end. Besides, the tourney is about to begin. Let us make haste back to the Colosseum. Oh, do you feel the anticipation in the air, my friend? This shall go down in Erosian history as the greatest battle since I slew that dragon. That did actually happen, yes? He's not even sure himself. Well, that merchant proves to be a spectacular waste of time. Time which is in short supply. We must return to the Colosseum before the battle is begun. Here is the play, lady. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Amelia in combat. Until I have asserted the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood? Right there. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Amelia in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of the blade. Understood? Do you feel the anticipation in the air, my friend? This shall go down in Erosian history as the greatest battle since I slew that dragon. That did actually happen, yes. There you are. I was chosen to start in the melee without ya. I do remain still to tell ya that there's been a slight change of plans. Another constant suffering and last-minute injury, and none other than our very own Ultras has stepped in to take the place. Without everyone's favorite octopus joining, you two in the very spectacular are just pouring in and bookmarkers across town and ranking in the guild, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it his master's freighters himself is quite taken with my portion on the skills. Aye, The wheat is looking bright up for the old Door Meadow. It is. Say what say ya? You ready to get your arse kicked? Aye, that's what I like to hear, ladies and gents. It's time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, little crate and poppers, open your eyes and steal your stomachs. The meter copter right to everybody's eyes. Chat about friends, imagines on the mineral concern. Your concern is a concern is about to begin. Oh, stopped in the bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory. Would it be the temptiest evil of an amigo and later the flame, the warrior of light, or who was in the ground foot again? Oh, that's right. Humberbatch, agent of infamy and invisible extraordinaire. Or will it be our element own hatred ultras, the logged purple and pain? Aye, I say you have the battle for the ages, you folks combatants. Take your positions and let them battles begin.
Well, I had what to do with you, what's all yours, and you should choose, I'll take a choice.
And you receive your share of the winnings. I have not forgotten our promise. Oh, look at that beast, the bloody spins. Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there. They breed 'em tough in Alamigo. That's for certain. You are next. Take your best shot.
There you go, ladies and there. But you get your wish for this, or tough for you sneeze it up its nose. Nothing in the bird, don't you show what was the funniest thing of our own. My favorite pepper is turned up the dinner again. Wait a minute, oh shit, waffles. Huh? There's serious sauces and I used to make them.
Oh, wrong voice. Braised in a savory sauce just like Mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds. There's a whole sack full where that came from.
You must have had.
Oh, what's taking him so damn long? That girl's gaze gives it away. Open the gate at once. Huh? Hey, what is this monstrosity?
Mr. Toad, I was just I could I interest you in some bullshit telephone for help?
Oh, what fascinating friends you have, Ultree. Why, just look at that charming little nose, and he's perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles. Could it be Bill's once Tenta's blade? It was just a monster all along? The girls played us all for fools. Cheater! Cheater!
Oh, don't look at me even if I'm just a stupid octopus.
You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend.
I just wanted to taste you just a little bit of, for work thing now. Oh, come on, boy. Yeah, I'll go out to there, I tell you.
What did I tell ya? I knew there was something fishy about the Alamigan War. Alamigan spice beggars and brutes, a lot of them. We give them a home in our lands, and this is the thanks we get. Send her good the Garland for all I care. Just get out of here, out of my sight before I get sick. But I just wanted to. My sister.
I feel like I'm living my own octopus. Get it all out of here. That's the rules. All the rules, right? Now, if Uncle Ultra maybe should blow. Blah, 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 blah. I say we call out the many and have final showdown between the three main competitors. That may be my bloody criminal days here. What do you think, Mr. Royal Light?
Sure. Fine. Whatever.
Well, that's what I want to see. Ultra.
Oh, wrong voice. Ah, that's what we want to see. Ultros, Ultros, Ultros! Well, this is the most unprecedented trial of events, but who am I to deny the wishes of a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados? The venue Halatali, the fighters, the tag teams, the Ultras and Typhon buses, the warrior of light, would be the standing in the storm, has settled to be there or missed a battle of the ages. Oh, that would have been really funny if he was still up there. That would be funny. He did not fight as a gentleman. He did not fight as a... He did not fight as a gentleman. That is so true. He did not fight as a gentleman. So to review, the truffles were to look at a sneeze from the octopus's overside crony, which would be positioned as to appear to was coming from the Alamigan girl's blade, allowing them the two-step to sweep away from their opponents with ease. No wonder I wasn't able to see it sooner. It's quite possible the most imbecile scheme I've ever encountered in my years of as consultant inspector. At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now. Lady, let us make for Halatali! Uh-huh. Halatali! Well, this Tony turned into a right mess. With all the trouble I took preparing confident prices for the mealy, it looks like we won't be needing them after all. Cause as long as you're bringing in your specters and the profits, I could give a nut to our sargar. Now I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 ain't fair, especially when one of those two's the size of a small house. So here's the deal. Why don't y'all bring along some of your friends with your party, let's say 7 or on the shitty bit notes. Yes, aye. I can just bring myself. 7 of my friends. Dragon's neck, okay. Oh, it's a trial, isn't it? Oh no! I'm doomed! What am I to do? I forgot who to attack first. Whatever. We're all gonna die! He just pushed me out! Yes, I win! You did it, lady. With any luck, we've seen the last of the Litran's devilfish. Oh, well, glad I was to be rid of the wild beasts, but now the new owners have brought even more bloodthirsty creatures. And man, I say, who is going to take responsibility when these spirals go out of control? The smith. I can't talk to the smith. Good show, lady. Your performance has earned us a front row seats at the award ceremony. This should afford us the perfect vantage point to thwart the thief. Come, Let us return to the Colosseum. A most remarkable display of martial arts skills, my adventurer friend. Clearly you have been observing me well in our travels together. Okay. The ceremony will begin in any moment now. Be on your guard. Our adversary may be anywhere, anyone. It was a battle for the ages, but the worthy victor has risen and claimed the spoils, and now let's take a look at the relic that our champion has won. Behold, from the possible words of Master Regan himself, the warden's grace at a timeless treasure to Alexa, which the world has never seen. Only see tablets of rosy and most pretty prepared. Above you. Ladies and gentlemen, Inspector Invertebrates, the opening act dragged and overload, but not the main event is about to begin. Oh, yeah. I know that you paid well for your seats today, but I can assure you that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now I invite you one and all to sit back and enjoy the show. Vile fiend, mark my words, you have stolen your last treasure. I swear it on the Mandapel name. I think not, Hildibrand. Greg! Oh, Greg! 'Tis always a pleasure to reunite with old friends, but your timing truly leaves something to be desired. Ladies, you bastards bestowed me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierced your chest with my spear. Do not mean your skewer. Oh, my spear! Oh. Vile thief, is there not a shred of honor on you? Return my weapon at once. Oh, it seems we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I fear attendance at today's performance is by invitation only. Now it's raining truffles, but the battles are... Oh, wrong voice.
Now it's raining truffles here, but the battles already. Mr. Toffee, I just want to show I had to do some here.
I'm just really just saying he says fuck instead of that. Oh no, Greg! Alas, alack! The ring sails straight into the hands of the fiend. Giving up so soon, are we? Those don't sound like the words of a mandible man. Huh? Oh, look at those! Look at that butt! Look at that butt! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, but of course, brilliant, father. If the ring won't come to me, I should go to the ring. But it should be just like an almond. Hildibrand, Hilder, Maximilian Mandible. Skyward isn't only a mandible can. Ha 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 ha! Oh, father, you know not your own strength. Hmm. 997, 999, 990. Huh.
Technically underscore will. Technically underscore will. Caitlin's. Caitlin's.
So true. Yes.
Technically underscore will. Technically underscore will. This is amazing.
It sure
This
is
is amazing.
amazing. The suplex! Oh, ha! Put a little too much spin on that one, it seems. Not exactly as planned, but who can argue with the result? Save for one thing, this ring is a fake. Obviously it's fake. No, but no matter, I have a feeling that this will lead me to the true treasure. Until the next time, friends, you have been a most adventurous audience. It's Kate of bloody cells! God, seize the fiends at once! A bomb! He got away! It's too late, sir. The second prize, the ring of inquiry, it's gone! Second prize? What is the meaning of this? Many-faced fiend, no, the man spoke true. A master goldsmith's eye cannot be deceived. The sun spear is clearly a second-rate replica. A preposterous, it's just the dim lighting, yes. If you'll just step over here. Boo! Boo! Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring most heavenly. Let's not be so hasty, friends. I can explain. I sold out my honor, joined forces with this odious octopus, all for a false treasure? What a fool! I have been. Whatever was I thinking? Oh, right. I suppose I was at that hymn. How'd you know my sister's name? I assure you, young miss, under no circumstances did I tell you to the Nanawa minds to eavesdrop on your immediately impersonal dialogue with your beloved sister. You just told him you did. You, yeah, you just told him you're a stalker. You have the right of it. Blinded by this prosperous fortune and fame, I lost sight of myself and what I truly was fighting for. My honor and my sister's trust will not easily be reined out, but I will not shrink from this challenge. Oh, my mystery still remains, but before the thief has identified the risk of fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly the second prize. This ring of inquiry was as targeted from the start. But why? There must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen, a pattern that betrays his true intentions. The treaty blade, Azimuth virtue, the ring of inquiry, all relics with quite a history. Or, to be more precise, relics from the era of Bill's Iding. Oh, if that is so, the answer is clear as day. The fiend means to found a Rosius greatest museum of Belladon history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of these cards will appear on this scene to tell us just as much. Huh? 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 Ah. Ah. Hmm. It's a big card. Big card. Did he just breathe on it? Oh no! Achoo! Oh! Well, I guess we gotta go get a grave for Hildibrand. He died again. It was flat. It was flat on the ground. I have our little game, but all good things come to an end, and I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So this is Steve's final challenge to us, but are these 4 treasures of which he speaks? Where the 4 treasures are brought and become one, the wicked shall be judged in the blazing light of sun. An old legend, little more than a fairy tale at that. Yeah, and yet it seems the Phantom believes there is some truth in these words. 4 sacred relics from Balladia. The warden's justice left the words coming from a glorified footpad. Oh, one whose winnings of the common folk of the day, as rumors are to be believed. It would seem the tales of a master thief ruffling the feathers of a rich and famous have won the man more than a few admirers. Consider this target thus far in Uldan's collection, in her hired thugs, a trading mogul in the brass blades, and now a mining magnate in the stone torches. Is it a surprise that the sympathies of ordinary Uldans would lie with the preparations rather than his victims? Subtly observe, Miss Ali quietly clearly harbors no small degree of the resentment for wealth and authority. Might his next target be a member of the syndicate? Perhaps the Sultan herself. The Sultan herself, okay. Ha ha ha! Then it would be his downfall for the greater the challenge. The higher I rise. Ahem! Just one moment, if you would. Mark my words. My faces. There is but only one who shall lay claim to our lost relics of Beldar, and it shall be Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence. Was that? No, it couldn't be. Ha! Methinks Godbert may need a new pair of spectacles. Methinks he doesn't. It doesn't. It's a race to recover the 4 lost relics of Baladin. And other friends' true identity aspirations are revealed. Villarosia will pray to the forces of evil, or will our heroes do what only a Manderville can? The key to the next case is The key to the next case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for so long that you forgot what you actually look like? I have. And now, did they freeze midair like that? Talk about a mystery. Oh well. See you next time. Manderville? Day Manderville time. I was wondering when you'd show up, lady. I hope you haven't made any plans for the night, because we've got a situation on our hands. Remember our good friends, the Phantom Thief. Well, it seems he decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder. If the rumors are to be believed, he's claimed 3 victims already, all influent members of the Old Odds Society. Mr. Manyfaces has been kind enough to leave one of the signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt as to the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance more riddles. Now that will be complaining. No, the only thing my readers like more than good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the store broke, the Mithralize's been selling like pancakes. Pawns cakes. The only rub is that it's left me no time to look into the thief's last message until now. That is, shall we, lady? The hidden treasure of Bulda, was it? If there was anyone who can shed some light on this, it's you-know-who, 2 sun silk tapestries. I don't know why I sung that last part. Well, now if it ain't my favorite adventurer and my favorite Mithrali, report along with her. Tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? I see. As much as I'd like to help 2 over lovely ladies, I'm afraid you found old women at a loss. Ulda has more than its fair share of treasures. Though hidden in and otherwise, I reckon our phantom fiend could be after just about any of 'em. I can tell you this much, though, whatever the thief's got his eyes on, it's got the Sultan Swarm in a right dither. Whether hesitates they form the requirement of their best in her brightest safeguard, the royal bolts from this very threat. The Sultans aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it is the only lead we got. Come on, lady, I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the hearth of the Swan. Oh, hold up there, Ellie. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved. A man in my business develops a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You're all put out, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't put that pretty neck of yours at risk of trying to play in the hero. Your concern is touches, but I can assure you that I am ready for whatever dangers lies ahead. Besides, being a reporter is about more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, lady, time is the of the essence. All right. Uh... Hazard strip, okay. Oh, this one's in right here, okay. Where have I seen this man before? Halt! Only authorized personnel are allowed in. That'll bugger me with a broadsword. It's the Gentleman of Light. Adventurer and companion in that catty but cute reporter from Mithrali. Well, well, if it isn't the self-styled Warrior of Light. Tell me, what tall tales did you spin to the Sultan Swarm recruiter to land yourself in this position? Oh, only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing that Gentleman of Light standing tall in triumph that day, it moved me in the depths of me soul, like I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero master Hildibrand. The Sultan were impressed with my commitment and my sword arm and very gladly welcomed me into their ranks. Oh my god. Wait, don't tell me you came to assist Master Hildibrand in this investigation? Haven't you? Or why didn't you say sooner? It's at least you could do to help the two ladies who united me with my role model. We'll be waiting to speak with Phillips. She is one of the sworn best, and something of a history buff, I'd seen. When she heard the thief was targeting the 4 relics of Baldai, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has the information looking for, it'd be wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything. Aye. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Ellie, from the Mithrali. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case, and would appreciate any information that may shed light on recent events. Oh, the pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie, and if I'm not mistaken, that would make you companions, friends, here on Lady Kites, yes? Mm-hmm. You know Lady? As any regular reader of the Mithrali would, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it's hardly beneath my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless the inspector, too, will also welcome the helping hand. The Sult's one, the elite of Uda's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bundling mercenaries I dealt with thus far. Inspector Burden, always one step ahead of us. Ah, Miss Ellie. Lady, a moment if you would. Right there. Very good. Now face me and don't move an inch. Inspector, what is this in your... Damascus dust, a formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguise. Analyzing the mask left behind at Vespa Bay, I was able to identify its composition. It synthesized a counter-agent that would dissolve the disguise, whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. In any event, it would appear the two of you are indeed who you appear to me. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think I appear to be who I am. I think I'm the suspect. Oh, you you don't see me. I think I am the suspect. Brilliant, Inspector. The Phantom Deeps pull the wool over our eyes for the last time. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resource of the Sultans worn out at our disposal, we were only able to produce a limited supply. I see. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target, a hidden treasure of Ulda? The last of the 4 lost relics of Balda? I fear not. I pored through the stories time and again, but the only mention of those 4 relics is a vague reference in an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. Ah, when darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, one each possessed by these 4 Vladimir heroes, but make no mention as to their appearance or nature. 3 times we have tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times has he foiled us by making us up with something else entirely. Needless speculation would only play to the fiend's strength. All artifacts of abandoned origin have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment of our finest assigned to its protection. I have furnished all the guards with a supply of damask and dusk, and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personage. The blackguard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasures within. You have our word, my lady. That guy's got a baby face. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders repeated by a quarry. The Sultans have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We would be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. A lady asks, and a gentleman answers. Cast all worries from your heart, my lady. Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary, has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. And this must be the Damascus dust that is all the talk of the palace. Ah, but you not need waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I'm exactly who I claim to be. Shame that. Inspector Hildibrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far. The head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connected the 3. Oh ho ho ho! This will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conquer over the head with a cudgel, gotten with a great sword, strangled with a subglar mahaps. I am that we identified no pattern. In any event, the murderers plot the deaths of 2 were more even as we speak. We must take action, and quickly. Oh, understood, my lady. Claws may be scarce, but worry not, my realm. Renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned delivery to justice. Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildibrand. Friends, please take this mask and dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sketchet, but I trust you will put it to good use. I will use it on everyone I see. Because I like to waste things. I like to make sure I'm thorough. Yeah. That's it. Hey, he may have 1,000 faces, but when Inspector Bernigans demasking dust, the masquerade will soon be over. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend. I will gustraw, but if you are auditioned to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled most ably. Still, the gentleman welcomes the support of all of his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly, lady, my ever lovely loyal associate. And now, my ever loyal associates, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin the inspection, the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. My question about this palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 80 sins of Sasimo. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious. My ever-loyal associate, we must put Miss Phyllis Demiskin dust to good use. Ah! All right. Flowers, how intriguing. Flowers, yes. It is all becoming clear now. Our phantom killer is a florist who is in his hurry to escape careless mislaid his wares. Just who do you think you're doing? I'm the one who put those flowers there, to honor the memory of me. Poor boy. Yeah, definitely his memory. 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I am Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you, on my own dear mother's name, that your son's killer will be brought to justice. Ahem. As I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean...
Leave this place, run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run or he'll turn you into a zombie, just like my poor, poor boy.
A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense.
Not nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Sildi, Oda's siblings' nation against which we waged war centuries ago? Much blood was shed by both sides, but I speak of far great horrors than death. An unholy draught brewed of a sin-done alchemist, one with the power to turn the living into the dead. That this nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers to the train burn. They turned my boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through. But you won't hear that from the Sultan's one. Then alone knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could so much as pay me last respects.
The traitor's burn. I've heard the stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing. Just who are we dealing with here?
A Sealda, and I'm sure of it. Only a Sealda would know the recipe.
But the last remnants of Sealda died 4 centuries ago.
You say oh, they did. He calls himself the phantom thief, he does. But did it ever occur to you that he might be an honest-to-God phantom? Heard the tales from my own great-great-grandma. I did, about the 4 relics of Beldaya, and the powers they hold, the power to exact justice. A specter of Sildai has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Oh, who unto us all have the 4 warriors of lights forsaken us? My dear boy, if only you became a traitor like your father. If only you'd kept your nose out of this history books and never so much breathed the accusing name Silda. But you did, and now you're doomed. We're doomed. Doomed.
Oh. The bleeding horsens here somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles.
The most potent hair tonic the realm has seen. Aye, that it was for all of a fortnight. All my flowing locks fell out all over again. And just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand to twist the knife in a licture limb.
He freaking lost his hair again?
Mountebank Charlton, I find that so-called inspector in his sorry band, and pull every last strand of hair from their bleeding skulls.
shades from Silda, living men turned into zombies. The old crone's lost not just her son, but her wits as well. Or at least he thinks he is. It's all becoming clear to me now. That dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I had suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at his rotten flesh, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of certainty to reveal the truth within. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deductions. A phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and the dead, and for nigh on centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. As such as our course of action is clear, we must placate this tortured soul, that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in place. But what is the true nature of the inspector's grievance? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage its rancour. Let us begin our search at the Thaumaturge Guild. Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the siblings' nation. Notwithstanding the stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Silda might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count on me, Inspector Braden. Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned at the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eyes. I'd be much obliged if you could keep him out of my way, lady. I have some real investigation to do, and would prefer to be free of distractions. Onward to the Thaumaturge Guild. Oh, gods be good! You're the adventurer who saved me back at the ruins. Research an ancient feud between Yuldan and Silda. Are you? Why, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of the civilized nations, one must go back rather still to the birth of their mother nation, Bloody. The fifth astral era was an age of untold wonders, where the arcane arts were hold of the great civilization that commands such powers flourished. This age of entitlement would not last, however. Power bred avarice and ever spread resentment and coming of the War of the Magi, which brought the great flood to the sixth umbral calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wakes. Mages were revealed and prosecuted for having caused this catastrophe with many forces to leave their homeland of face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanaland, where they would found a nation to build in some 8 centuries ago. I imagine a government of mages, by mages, and for mages. What wonders might have been what had built a civilization survived to this very day. Alas, that was not to be. As in Earth is a sacred structure where mortals may seek the favor of their attribute of the afterlife. For in death we must all abide to the signs final liberation of the existence. Those teams that have lead, have riches, virtues, are rewarded. Okay, you talk too much. Greetings, traveler. You will learn of the whereabouts of Uldan, the fallen sultans of Silda. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. The two city-states coexist for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, communicating is outright war, as you mighty ducks from the present state of affairs. Ulda emerged victorious, leaving in one proud similar nations in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell us, if the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares in a desperate attempt to overcome Ulda's superior numbers, Silda, an alchemist, devises the most horrific stratagem, employing a frightful formula known as the traitor's burn. Then they brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have it that they have employed the potion on those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spines just thinking about it. No, it is truly crown and glory of our fair nations that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against those horrors. This kind of looks like a cult. Oh my god, that's that emote. Ha 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 ha. Haha, what's that you say? You seek knowledge of the bad blood between Uldas and Sildian? I suppose I can spare a moment or two, but take good notes. I'm not fond of repeating myself. 2 scales, one of the gold and one of the silver. The gold of Ulda weigh in prosperity and power. The silver of Silda weigh in knowledge and power, but the power sought to be 2 nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Ulda's prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought the Silda knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to trip the living soul out of a man and rendered him a mindless killing machine. On this matter the story is clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and what does this say for the word right within? Yes, truth can be as exclusive and fickle as the shifting sands. As one example, did you know that in the war against Silda and Ulda and Amalaja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not, and neither did I, until I encountered a faded passage in an ancient text very deep in our archives. And yet the histories read by the polished, you will see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone at some time deemed this particular truth less than convenient? But I have said enough already. We gotta find one more. Clearly, okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, you don't say. It's not every day someone comes to a hall to research Silda. As a fellow student of historian, though, I'm more than welcome to conversation. Body and siblings and flourish in relative peace until twin sons were born to the royal family. The 2 were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. Where here's none so willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in 2, forming the twins' nations of Ulda and Silda. But not unlike the 2 proud princes, the sibling nations devoted a penchant for rivalry. My ever-loyal associate, tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? Indeed. As it happens, I have learned much the same. Let us take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. A war of succession divides the great civilization of Uldai, giving rise to the sibling nations of Ulda and Silda. The two nations coexist for some generations until blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Ulda's superior military might, Sildan's employers their advantage alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into a fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our phantom thief is a descendant of Doomed. Silda, who seeks vengeance against those who reduced his countrymen to slavery and zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peaceful to the next world, there is but one course of action. We must find the Sildan statesman who conceived this dreadful statement and have him apologize to the thief in person for suffering his all right. A brilliant plan! Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig his statement out of his grave yourself. Leaving aside the nonsense of spirit inspectors, it apparently increasingly likely that our query shares some link to Sildan, his garish garb, and no doubt meant to evoke the silvery scales of the fallen sultan. The Sildan's connections would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Britain relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary? A few people in town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said he had a frightening air about him. Ah, wait! Yes, it's coming to me, of course. My keen investigator senses rings out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. You really should stop thinking so hard. You're like to strain a brain muscle, Miss Ellie. Who is this man you might be finding? My sources identified the man as Guria, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? Yep, we should. My keen instincts tell me that domestic Gugaya's testament will be key to a monumental breakthrough in our investigation. Yes, I shall employ the ancient Mandeville art of parley to skillfully extract the information we require. Yes, if you got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to be wasting chatting with every stranger who passes by. Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter with the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all-seeing, you know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with just a few questions. Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. Me? A thief? What is this nonsense? I don't know who you are, but I ain't got the time for the patience for this mummery. Now, if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. I thought I recognized that voice. Okay. Lady Duralda, well meet indeed. Pray tell, whatever brings you to these environments this fair morning? Why, I live here, you ham-headed half-wit. Inspector Brandon, this is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here, pray tell? Guria, we can discuss business after. Pray lend the inspector there, the handsome one, whatever assistant he requires. But Lady Duralda, what about... Ah, yes, my dear Maria's named day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Ishtiam's latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ulda myself? I'll say it just one more, Gurvia. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. Toodaloo! Ha-ha! Ah! All right, I'll tell you what I know, but you didn't hear it from me. Got it? I was looking into the Keelan on behalf of a client of mine. The thief's got himself some of that zombie dust. The trader's sperm, was it? And his cards speak of 5 victims, and it got me thinking Silda 5 victims, i.e. the Arbiters of Truth. The Arbiters of Truth? I'm not familiar with that name. Aye, if you would be, on account of them being something, a secret society and all, influential personal of the Sultans, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Silda conflict from reaching the ears of all folk like you and me. Oh, false knowledge. Right tell, just what sort of knowledge might that be? Those balls don't make me say no more. I've got a family to feed. Very well. Tell us one last thing. Who hired you and where can we find him? Hob his name. Hob. When he heard that what I said, he told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with his 5 best sellswords to guard his back. Said there's many praying prize in the airship dock. Said he'd had a pirate ship docked and waiting for him at Vespa Bay, but remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. Oh, this man Hob. He be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he also knows the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the Arbiters are so secretive they don't even know each other's true identities. Now don't ask me how they all work, but... Hobbs got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. Once he heard the victims had been all zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient Vanderbilt art of parley has pronounced us of the key morals of knowledge. Let us seek out his Hob fellow and see that what he can share from us, and let us hurry. This man lies in danger, even as we speak. Ugh. I would hear what his Hob fellow has to say. Come, my ever-loyal associate, let us away to Vespa Bay with all speed. onward to Vesper Bay. Go in the right direction would help. Or I should say the Awakened Sands. Oh, I'm like... Master Hob, is everything quite alright? No, stand back, Ellie. Hunger! I hunger for your brains! Damn, there's no saving the man. Lady, do what we must. I hit him with my book. You, my first-hand knowledge of zombies, tell that this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead. 'Twould seem we were a few moments late to the scene. A message in that, and then there was one. There he is. There it is again. Is something the matter, Inspector? Indeed, Nashu, there is, ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief. I've had this fleeting sense that someone or something is watching us. The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let us return and report our finding to Miss Phyllis. Secret society, or no, knowing his identity of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. I, too, had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again. After all, I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime. You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. Inspector, I'll go with her. If you insist, Nashu, then I give my leave. Pray be wary. Not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know. Miss Ellie, there is something I must tell you when the case is over. Be safe, and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the fiend took aim at my own life. Your life, Inspector? At Costa del Sol. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is you would share with me. A secret? Well, considered my interest piqued as well, good Inspector. Now let us be off, Miss Phyllis. Awaits our report. I teleported to the wrong one, my bad. There we go. The news of Hobbs' death will not sit well with Miss Phyllis, but a gentleman must do what a gentleman must do. Some shifty-looking fellows was I in the vault before, but he took off faster than a fleeing cactor soon as my gaze met his. Just like I cowed many a girlie in the plains. Oh, it's you. A fourth victim, Thub have mercy. Were you able to glean aught of a connection to the other victims? The Archivers of Truth, no, it cannot be. Everybody, help! Miss Ellie, the voice came from the direction of the vault. We must hurry. Miss Ellie, are you hurt? That man. I only thought to ask him a few questions before I knew what was happening. He was upon me. I can only... Bash his brains with a convenient placed bottle of meds, it would seem. Haha, remind me not to get on your bedside, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you? She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off in the purest before I could stop her. This man wears the armor of a sultan-sworn squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. It's the Phantom! The thief of many faces, to think he would find our men like this? Thief once again did the fiend elude our grasp, but no more but virtue of a gentleman, Ignatius deductions, and a lady's pugilist puissance. I declare this case closed. I'd return the sachet to you, Miss Phyllis. While this gesture was appreciated, in the end it proved superfluous to my cracking of the case. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wantonly destroy? What? What is the meaning of this? Ingenious, a double disguise. Plenty by the thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt. This is Geigen, one of the most capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault and outfitted him with an ample supply of Dusk. It is incomparable that the thief could so easily elude this grasp. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. Of course, it all makes perfect sense with the Phantom Thief to think for her Bingian readership and rise through the ranks of the Mithril Eye. Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she hatched a plan to... My lady, the vault has been breached. The wise men whisper, it's gone. For your foul crimes against the Sultan, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody. Ha ha ha. And now the game is truly afoot.
What is the meaning of all this racket and rumpus? And just as we were about to make our triumph return, isn't that so, Inikud? Inkadu?
Miss Ellie, the shadows you said you saw, I think it was just a mouse. Ah. To think he literally stumbled face first into the second best. His good fortune truly knows no end. Oh, but not to worry. Yes, I just said the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. Now we know who it is. How could we have been so blind? When you have eliminated the possible, whatever remains, however improbable. Beneath the mask. My ever loyal associate. We must find Miss Ellie, and quickly. Sure, if it confronted her by her constant companions, she can still be conceived to be abandoning this fool plan. Oh, Miss Phillips, I thought you had already departed in the company of mere men, but all for the better. Shall we conduct this search together? I fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see the fifth and final member of the Ever Truth, the Phantom's Thief target final. You see the fifth and final member of the Operators of Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target is none other than Hildibrand Mander. Me, mind you. It is not a role I sought of my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day, I received an anonymous letter stating that a position in the committee had opened and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illusioned nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Saltsworn, I was deemed to be in a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that were the one other members of the organization, but was told nothing of their names or identities. To think they may unknown compatriots were the victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm until such time as the killer is apprehended. Your concerns of our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, and there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and as a gentleman that is exactly what I shall do. My associate here also stands by at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Inspector, over here. Ah, there you are, Nashu. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. Oh, I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw somebody in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a dormouse. But it was a really cute dormouse, you see. It just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Pardon me for a moment, Nashu. Yes, my inspector senses speak to me. Someone is watching us, lady. Let us split up and canvass our surroundings. A water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. Be wary and be warned. A water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. Trust no one, and your friends are lawless. A water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. This will avail you. Well, use it wisely. You obtain a sachet of Damascus dusk. In the next instant, you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Ho 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 ho! If it isn't my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty lady. He's clothed. That was a shocker. Him being clothed. I was in the area on a matter of business, which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the chateau. Pursuing it led me here. Perhaps it is the same for you. Why are you fully clothed? Oh, so your appearance of the thief of many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn, and now you have come upon a series of anonymous letters. Perhaps our watcher in the shadows is a friend, or is this but another trap laid by the fiend? Yet the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. It either event either say the circumstances call for the utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere or anywhere. Myself included, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physics of this Mandeville man. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be in a bit of bulbous head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. We are anything to help to Hildibrand. His dear mother would not be pleased. Okay. Oh, are we... I hope we get to meet his mom soon. I cannot allow my presence to put up my men in danger. Apologies, lady, but I require a moment alone with my thoughts. Where is Miss Ellie? Do you think she went looking for the dormouse too? If the sender speaks true, the villain even now lurks within our minds. And yet we have but a single sachet of Damascus dusk at his disposal. We must identify the impossibly unreasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, lady. What you say you have a few words with each of them and see if aught seems amiss. Am I doomed to share the same fates of the other? I sooner die than become one of those things. Miss Ellie, it is the phantom thief. It is the only logical conclusion, and yet I cannot help but feel the author another truth still evades us. Inspector Brigand told me all about it. Who'd have thunk Miss Ellie was the phantom thief at all this time? She sure fooled me. Nothing particular odd about any of them, you say? And it stands to reason the fiend would not take such a risk if he were not utterly confident that he could pull out the ruse.
Curses, this one's not half the fool his son is. I must elude him, and quickly. Time is of the essence.
I questioned the salt swans outside to a many. To a man, they insist they have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Wherever could she have gone?
Father, what brings you here?
Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. Now if you would kindly stand still and shut up. The fiend already stands amongst us. Inspector! Brandon, I should hope you are not doubting me. While I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy, the fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proven to be highly effective at assuming new identities. As astute observation, my gang friend and I say the occasion calls for a dose of two of that powdered lady here found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another sachet or two lying around about, would there? Well, remains of her supplies has already been distributed to the search party. But worry not, there should be reporting back within a bell's time. Ha! This time not might be against me, but just you watch. I'm wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reckoning drilling corpse you deserve to be. I fear that it is more time we can afford. Miss Phyllis, fortunately, my powders of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. You know that, given the choice the thief preserves to impersonate familiar passengers. Miss Ellie has had only passing interactions with my dear father. We can safely eliminate him from consideration. That leaves myself, Nashu, and Lady here. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin my questioning mine own assistant. I assure you that no better than... Oh, brilliant. Reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. Of all the times for this overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense, if he asks me anything too obscure, my cover is good as blown. My relationship with Nashu is so close, I dare say at times, it is as if we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever-loyal assistant, she should have no trouble completing my thoughts. Ahem. I'm Amander Bill. Man! Doing what only a Manderville can! From the peaks of Corthus to Thanalan, Manderville. Man, you're the best, Inspector! A perfect score. You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, undoubtedly the true Nashu. I've never loved you more than now, you marvelous mudhead. Minehead, you. Nashu, is something the matter? Just because you picked a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes, there's no need to avert the charming face of yours. Wrinkles? Wrinkles? Look who's talking, you crusty, pretentious old... Oh, a genius, Inspector! Oh, the charade is up, Miss Ellie. Mm-hmm. Oh! Miss Ellie, you look somehow different. Another two-layered mask, perhaps, but no, this woman bears a striking resemblance to Miss Ellie. I was almost certain that Ellie was our thief. What is the meaning of this? So the letter spoke true. The fiend was in our minds along. Oh, my prodigious powers of reduction scream out to me. This woman knows something. Seven hells, done by a musical bond, mud and head, and his motley troop of mummers. But who are you? You resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consultant Inspector Bergen, once again, you fail to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie's after all my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. Ah! 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Ceci, charmed, I'm sure. Oh, are you quite all right? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost, despite my monkey. I assure you that Ellie and I are no specters. What are you, mind you? The last living scions of Syldian aristocracy. Be amused, are you? Befuddled? To find two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while every time you encounter the thief. Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show. Oh, and those priceless athletics was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my piercers. Oh, while spinning the hair-raising tables of the exploits that won the Huts over this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without a tale of your published attempts to catch me, I never could have risen to these heights of celebrity. Miss Ceci, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing, and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all of your schemes? Oh, justice! For hundreds of years ago, older dogs reduced our great nation to a national of zombies. At long last, a coward that would still justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait, the histories say that it was Silda that turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie, and you walk for the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, boss of Brit. It was Ulda that ordered the creation of the dreadful powder, and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultan is built a lie. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not a madness, truth. The powder is in my possession, was stolen from the Uldan army from centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotten head dropped from his soldiers. This is the truth that the histories don't tell. The truth that this dewy-eyed saltswoman would kill to keep buried deep in the sands of Sandaland. But your time of reckoning is nigh.
Oh yes, before long, you and everyone in this rotten nation will know firsthand the horrors of my ancestors knew. Ha 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 ha!
And just what do you mean by that?
Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A mass crusader for justice. A Tussian rebel wrangling against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see soon enough when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Ulda vaults, hiding away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magic. The sole means by which the vault may be opened by assembling 4 secret relics from Ulda. 4 relics, one housed in the royal place of Silda before the Ulda dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault of the 4 relics, safety in our hands. Just think one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren and you were there when zombie powder rained down on Yulda. No, wait, you'll all be dead. Preposterous. But first, you, my dear, you will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let you flesh rot like all of your rotten lies. I think not, Miss Ceci. Hildibrand! An actual zombie! You idiot! Just for once, could you not get in the way? Godbird Manderville, I can't even trust your sorry ass to look after him for a day. Oh, no one. Godbird Manderville, I can't even trust your sorry ass to look after him for a day. I knew it. Yay! I knew it! That presence watching over us from the shadow, it was you! My dear wife! Ha ha ha! Am I to understand that you are Hildibrand's mother? Aye, this is more like it hand-to-hand, skillet-to-skillet, it's not to send a warrior's pulse racing papayas up, lady. The time of our final confrontation is nigh. Do y'all wear potatoes for brains? Y'all ever stopped a buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse, if you hadn't bloody noticed. You, lady, or something, was it? Oh, Hildy's told me all about your high-brain jinx together. Pleased to meet you. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I can come out into bits too strong at times. Oh, but can you blame me? This time I thought I'd stick back and leave things to my sorry-ass husband here, and look what you got me. Y'all help me out, won't ya? Of course. Yay! Oh yeah, Hildy's mom. Julian, Inspector Hildibrand's mother. I dare say it's quite clear who wears the pants in the family, so to speak. Who wears the pants in the family? Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him, he's green. Oh, fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just a remedy. A fill of holy water. The ingredients are simple: a tattered whistle, rags, and a vital twice distilled water. Such are the market stock, and the former, and the later you can procure from a trader by the name of August. Now, hurry! Once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I will search for the Bumblin's assistant. With any luck, Miss Nashu is still alive. Oh, that smarts your gods, Lily. You're looking none too hot to yourself. Oh, no thanks to you, you bumbling oaf. What, you gonna accompany a lady? Here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall? Oh, but of course, my lady, Kirkmishes. Ever had yourself a singing got sundries, what is it? Oh, come now, lady, there is work to be done. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, what is my character doing? She's like doing a dance. And I'm back. A piece of oversold rags with sinking sandries and a bottle of twice distilled water from the trash ghost. Now hurry! God damn it! And my dear boy's life is at stake. Inspector Hildibrand's mother. There's Greg. Oh, so you rags, you say? I fear that I have only a single tatter left in stock, and it has already been spoken for. But my good man, you must reconsider my dear friend's life. Ain't quite possibly mine, who own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membranes for the rags, unless you can offer me the same, no deal. Gah, and you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere, at a moment's notice? Well, look, what have we here? If it isn't the warrior blade from the Colosseum, funny who you meet at the markets. As it happens, I just retained from my training. As it happens, I have returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimmers just happened to be my task for the day. If it's chimers' membranes you seek, you're more than welcome to share.
Oh, my lady, you are far too kind.
Don't mention it, and if it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand and Lady here, I'd still be tag teaming with that slimy beast, cheating my way to fame and fortune, and I'm a woman who pays her debts. Toodaloo!
That'll take me if that wasn't Amelia the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I have been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I'm half a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her. A kind sentiment, my good men, but we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, lady? And with this task, our task here is done. Now let's find this traitor named Guess. Oops.
Houston strips, here we go. The blender and mandible boy, is it? It's legs and you need something of sort to say? The blunder and Menderville boy is on his last legs, and you need something of him mine to save him, you say? Ha! Perhaps. You can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mendervilles are richer than the traders themselves, yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last guild for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be a happier and wealthier man. And now I believe the ballroom calls good today to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Have you not a shred of honor or compassion in that splendy body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep. After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget. But it matters not to me, no, my love for you is as deep as the 7 seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? Oh, yeah. Hi. Oh, lady, what a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perhaps? Oh, heavens, the poor inspector. Well, if it isn't the lapis maiden in the flesh, what say you bid farewell to Prudence, props in the scrappy adventures, and share a dance with the cultural gentleman bit in your great beauty? Why, it would be a pleasure and an honor both, my lord.
Yes!
Oh, provided you provide my good friend lady with a bottle of twice distilled water that she seeks. Oh, you know, this woman, bah. If that is the price you would set, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in gil. Anyways, now, shall we, Miss Abrabella?
I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was disbeloved by so many, clearly this realm would be deeply mourned his loss. Quick, lady, let us deliver these goods while there is still time to save him.
That would be really funny if it didn't work. Oh, I trust the two of you wouldn't dare to come back empty-handed. Oh, bloody brilliant. Ah, yes. I take you over my muscle-headed, half-witted of a husband any day. Now stand back and let me show you some real Vanderbilt home cooking. There y'all bloody bugger guided my skillet. Ah, that should stop its spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him. Look who I found. She was slumbering, obviously in a rubbish stewer corner of her lane. Boy, did that nap feel good! Oh, yes, I'm sure it did, lady. Word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Silden ruins. We must go there with all haste. You were done well by my big boy today, don't worry. I'll handle things from here. That's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might be knowing a thing or two about his condition. What in the seventh hell are you standing around for? The future of bulldozers that stick.
Lady, my strength is yours as well. For Ulda, and for our friends, my lady.
You remind me of my husband. What with y'all having all muscles and more than sense? If you're so keen on not having yourself useful, why don't y'all run to the markets and bring me some fine crystals? Keeping my dear boy warm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see. I believe 20 crates or so should suffice.
I am a warrior, not an yes, my lady.
He's on the market board.
I say, you can hear the burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation, my lady. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect. Lady and Hildy both are to be blessed with such veritable legends of friends trade in true. But alas, no, only one true friend may have unknown, and she is long lost to me. You are a fine bird, and you have given me great comfort in my travels, but you will never be Enkidu, or my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me, even Lady could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and return here to my side, Enkidu. Do you hear me, Enkidu? Ye gods, what was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me. Oh, what? The crystals where they have gone.
Fancy meeting you here, old friend.
That voice, could it be?
My
faithful companion, why must you always make me so wait?
What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moon-sick maid digging around at the southern evacuating site with her mind set on turning Ulda into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy is most touching, but don't you worry. Mommy dearest isn't gonna let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. We managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, where your friends watch over her as we speak. Yet no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much an answer. Needless to say, we consider physically incapacitating her, but that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with the traitor's rum. One misstep and the consequence could be dire indeed. You are our only hope, lady. Even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in utter danger. I only ask that you step forward to where your voice may be heard and called out your friend's name. I beg of you, lady. Surely, if anyone can convince the woman to abandon her madness, it is you.
Oh, to think this girl and her sister were behind the crayons all along. I dare say this realm is awash with capable adversaries.
Miss Ellie! And I thought we were friends!
You do well not to anger the last friend. She sits in atop an amply supply of that zombie powder, and I suspect she's not afraid to use it. It beggars belief that I could have been so blind.
Ellie! Ellie! Oh, lady, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge, but should you do so much as to think of interfering, I will not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. Oh great, I would love to turn into a zombie. It's my dream. So, it was you after all, considering me disappointed. Your sister Ceci is already in custody. Surrender now, and I will see that no harm befalls her. How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could you, one born into a life of power and privilege, ever hope to understand? Ceci, and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago, we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission take priority is overall, yes, over our wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down, or suffer the same fate as the older dogs you have fend. Ellie! Stop this madness. I am sorry, Inspector. There's too many of them. Olden days work for a Manderville man. Yay! You only delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculously good fortune that you have made it this far. And he's as good as 6 palms under. Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak for experience when I say, underestimate Hildy, and you do so at your own peril. Oh, I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's sperm. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out. That's balls. There's no end to them. I'm not liking our chances. Greg was it. It's a shame to lose you, lady, warrior of light. That you might yet have served one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions! When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Bugger me with a broadsword are my eyes to be believed. The pose, no, there are not 4 warriors of light that I see. They are 4 gentlemen of light. Ah! Just so, my good man Hildibrand, agent and color inspector extraordinary, has made his triumph return. Did you miss me? Ah, we meet again, girl. Tell me you've got my snurble tonic, or I'll fashion myself a wig from you to lovely locks after I've ripped my limb clear from your bloody hand.